R2. Dog, I ain't even been feeling like doing this. But let's get it. Yeah, it's probably really glad we're up. BIP Red Dot 1.
The O is for the 16 ounces that's in a whole pound. They really out here feeling my music. Shout out the whole town. K is for the killers I know who keep the 4 pound. You give an inch, he taking a mile like it was fourth down. The L is for the ladies for sure. I mean the real ones who out here working hard for the.
What's up, world? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy R2, and we back with another banger. You know what I'm saying? So grab some popcorn and your cold drink, and go on down there and hit that like button, then hit that subscribe button, then jump over there and hit that bell. So when I drop these bangers, you be one of the first ones to put your eyes on it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. What's happening with y'all, man? I see that y'all like the video that I posted the other morning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, real life, real stories. You dig what I'm saying? And we always gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm talking about? I seen y'all in the comments, man. A couple of y'all had me effed up. You dig what I'm saying? Don't ever, take my observation. You dig what I'm saying? For anything, more or less than that. You dig what I'm saying? Especially in the penitentiary system, man, taught me always be aware of your surroundings. You dig what I'm saying? You got to know who you're around. You got to know what type of people they are. You dig what I'm saying? Because at any given time in the joint, it could go up. You know what I mean? And what I mean by go up is it could be a riot crack off, or it could be anything, that calls for immediate danger. You dig what I'm saying? So you need to know who you're around. That way, if you got to go do some sticking and poking, you dig what I'm saying? You know who to be sticking and poking on. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be involved in no civilians. You know what I'm saying? And in the prison system, it's a lot of civilians. You dig what I'm saying? And when I mean civilians, I mean just like regular convicts. You know what I'm saying? People that don't partake in no kind of gang activity, no kind of racial activity, none of that. You got people that just rather stay to themselves and do their time. You dig what I'm saying? And they don't got no ties to nobody, or no, affiliations to nobody. You dig what I'm saying? Um, yeah, man. So that's that. But like I always say, man, I definitely appreciate the support, appreciate the love, all the comments, the good, the bad, the ugly. You dig what I'm saying? We're gonna take it in stride, and we're gonna keep trying to hit this goal. You dig what I'm saying? So man, tonight's story is about me being out in the world, hanging with the homies, kicking it with the homies, and the stuff that we go through in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a wild story. You know what I'm saying? A wild train of events. You dig what I'm saying? And we're just gonna jump right into it. So, like I didn't explain to y'all, I grew up on the north side, from Broadway Park. On the other side of the Broadway Extension, on Hefner. You dig what I'm saying? So I grew up on the north. Every corner on the north that can be turned, I done turned it. You dig what I'm saying? How I feel about the north, is something special. You know what I mean? It's the place where I grew up. It's the place where I jumped off the porch. You know what I mean? It's the place where I put it down at. You know what I'm saying? I take pride in my side of town. You dig what I'm saying? I always have. Before I was, up until I was like 19 or 20, man, you wouldn't catch me off the north side. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna never see me off that north. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be on that north each and every day. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? And so all my guys, that I chose to, kick it with, thug with on a daily basis, was pretty much out north. You know what I'm saying? So now, gang task is a big presence on the north. Particularly anywhere in the city where there's a lot of poverty, a lot of gang activity. Gang task is out, specifically on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? They out and they riding 2, 3 deep. They got the gray. They got the gray polos on that be real tight over their chest, and they bulletproof vests. You know what I'm saying? So when you see them gray shirts, they're not the regular, buttoned up all the way. You know, they're not the regular uniform. When you see them cool gray shirts, and on the back it say gang task, yes sir, you can bet your bottom dollar. You know what I'm saying? It's time to be somewhere in the house. You know what I'm saying? So this night, man, we was like 3 or 4 deep. Matter of fact, we was 4 deep. Me, my homeboy Lil Man, the homie J Dog, and his brother. You dig what I'm saying? Now we riding in a Dodge Neon. I remember this car like yesterday, man, because we did a lot of dirt in this car. You know what I'm saying? We hit a lot of events. See, now back then, see, a lot of people know that I do music now, but back then I was doing music then. This is '06, '07, '08, you know, that era. I'm '05, I'm doing music back then. And this was the era where we used to go around and pass out hard copy CDs, you know, for donations. You feel me? This is back in that grind area, you know, that grind era. You feel me? Where any given day you pull up to the 7-Eleven, you catch 2, 3 people outside giving away their mixtapes, you know, for donations. You feel me? I used to be one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? I was out there trying to get my, you know, 16, 17, 18, trying to get my name out there with the music. Because I always been doing music ever since I was in middle school, man. I was the dude at lunch with a crowd around him and somebody beating on the table, or I'm beating for myself and we freestyling. You dig what I'm saying? So, so yeah, it's around this time. You feel what I'm saying? So this is how far we're going back, man. 16, 17, 18, almost 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So this night, man, we rolling. And my partner, Lil Man, he's showing out in this little Dodge Neon. You know what I'm saying? We strapped up, but we used to keep the strap under the hood. Anybody know back then, man? Nowadays that's over with. But back then, man, you know, there used to be a mean stash spot to throw that, you know, that 38 revolver or that 357 revolver. This back, we ain't had no switches and none of that, no extended clips and none of that. The most extended clip you gonna get is a 32, a stock 32 that come with an SKS, or you know what I'm saying, that come on the SKS. You feel me? And back then, closest thing to a fully automatic weapon or a chop or anything like that is going to be a SKS, you know, or maybe an AK. You know what I'm saying? This is the guns that we play with. You know what I'm saying? Now, my personal preference is a 38 special. You dig what I'm saying? That's my favorite weapon. Back then, you know, you can bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna have that 38 special on me. You know what I'm saying? So this night we twisting, we in traffic. Now we high as all get out on all different kinds of drugs. You know, I'm probably on PCP for sure, but we riding deep. And that's a no-no. I never like to ride deep, 4, 5 deep. That always seemed like it get the attention of the police, man, every single time. You ever, you know, get ready to go somewhere with your homeboys and y'all getting ready to go 3, 4 deep, and something in your pit of your stomach is just telling you that that's not a good idea? Well, this is the kind of night that this was. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm young. I'm not listening to that pit of my stomach. You know what I mean? I ain't even recognizing it in the moment. You know, as I sat and you know when I did time in the penitentiary. Now I didn't go to the penitentiary from nothing that happened this night, but um you know, the time that I spent in the penitentiary, I had a lot of time to sit and reflect over my past actions, good or bad, stuff that I got caught for, stuff that I didn't get caught for. You know what I'm saying? And so you get to take a step back with a sober mind and a clear head to sit back and go over your mistakes and see where you was messing up at. And you know, I did a lot of that in the first couple years of my prison sentence. You know what I'm saying? So at the time, I'm not even identifying that I got a nervous feeling in my stomach. You know what I'm saying? Because this could have ended up, you know, we all could have went to jail. You know what I'm saying? So we rolling, man, we rolling. And we coming down Western, and we finna turn into this neighborhood called Chisholm Creek. You know, anybody from the city know it's the creek. We call it the creek. You know what I'm saying? Creekside. You know what I'm saying? So we coming down Western. We pass Hefner, And my homeboy, man, he hit it. He doing like 60 and a 40. And we in a little Dodge Neon, so it's easier to control this little thing. You know what I'm saying? This is a little Dodge Neon. We smashing this Dodge Neon. So we smashing. I'm passenger seat. The other two homies behind me and Lil Man. Lil Man driving. This is Chick's car. You know what I'm saying? Lil Man is one of my guys, man. He's from Tulsa. Met him in the city. When I met him, he was, showing me his full album. He had a video to it and everything. This is when, and so I'm in awe at this. You know what I'm saying? When I first meet this dude, he's showing me hundreds and hundreds of copies of his album. He got his own album cover, track list, video to go with it. It's all on disc though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, this dude, so that's what tied us together was the music at first. Then I found out he was a blood, from off the Red Mob edition out of Tulsa, so that just locked us in, you know what I'm saying? So me and Big Bro, we always was in traffic together, always, you know what I'm saying? So this day we got two more homies with us though, the homie J Dog and his brother. J Dog is that's another one of my dogs, you know what I'm saying? Another, ever since we met, we've been like this, you feel me? So this was the crew, the north side, we used to be at J Dog Mama house, man, deep, you know what I'm saying? So this was the crew. We probably done been drinking, tooting powder, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Blowing. I'm dipped out, of course, you know what I'm saying? So we rolling. And he been that right. He been that right. Get up into the creek. So we hit that creek and we like on 114th or something like that. So we make it down, make that other left. Now we going to one of me and Lil Man Smoker's crib. You know what I'm saying? This is a spot where we can kind of let our hair down, chill. You dig what I'm saying? Now, that's not don't take that in a literal sense when I say let your hair down and all that. Now, I mean just by relax. When I say that, I mean relax. You dig what I'm saying? So we about to pull up to the Smoker crib and relax, chill, finish, drinking or whatever. I think we probably had a couple open bottles in the car. You know what I'm saying? They got whatever they got on them back there. I ain't got nothing in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? We do got the strap under the hood though. You know what I'm saying? So we getting ready to make this last right turn onto the street that holds our destination. Now it's pitch black. It's dark. It ain't too many, street lights in this neighborhood right here, especially back here where we at. So it's dark. Now we not paying attention to the like 12 cops that got their lights off at the end of this block that we about to turn on, and it's a dead end. So I just remember the homie Lil Man saying, "Man, watch me hit this mug. Watch me hit this mug." So he sped it up. He sped it up, revved it, and hit that right corner. And man, when I tell you, my stomach was in my, rear end. That's exactly what I mean, y'all. Just imagine hitting a corner, 4 deep, gangbangers, 4 deep in a Dodge Neon, smoke gray with black tint on it, and we doing every bit of 60 in a residential 25, and we hit this block, and we run right into the cops. I'm talking about right into the cops. And it's like it surprised them because they must have been having a little meeting or something. Because when we hit the block, immediately Lil Man seen the cops, but we caught now. They seen us speed down the block and hit this corner. So they own us. You know what I'm saying? So they get on alert. Lil Man pull up into the driveway that we was going to. We try to act like everything cool, but the officers, they ain't hearing that. They're like, man, y'all don't get out the car. Don't move. Driver, give us your license and insurance. Man, the whole time in my mind, I'm thinking about this gun that's up under this hood. I'm praying to the Lord, man. I'm sitting over there. This is so early in my career that I'm not even a felon yet. I'm the only person in this vehicle that ain't never been in trouble. All my other 3 partners have been in trouble. J-Dog, his brother, and Lil Man, they all have been in trouble before. Me, I'm the only one ain't ever been in trouble. But I'm nervous because I know we got this pepper under the hood. I don't even know if they got anything on them or not, but we are sure about to find out. So now My homeboy, little man, he had a little work on him. He had some little stuff. He had some stuff on him. But see, he was so seasoned that he used to keep his stuff ready to get rid of. So as soon as he pulled up into the driveway, he jumped out the car, jumped out the car, and shut the door. But as he did that motion, he swallowing everything he had, and he at the door acting like he ringing the doorbell. The police, they turned their lights on, but they hadn't approached us yet. You know what I'm saying? So we knowing that they want to talk to us. So nobody else moved but Lil Man because he dirty. And I swear, man, this was the quickest motion I ever seen a person jump out the car all in one motion and be swallowing at the same time. Police didn't even catch it. They didn't even catch it. And he telling the smoker to open the door. Smoker won't even open the door, y'all. Smoker won't even open the door. He thought we was done. Smoker in the house scared. He probably high on a 15 rock. He in there nervous. He won't even open the door for little man. So little man had to swallow, do what he do. So by the time when he swallowed, he turned around, put his hands up. Hey, what y'all tripping for? I ain't did nothing. He already swallowed the dope. So they asked him, hey man, why'd you get out the car? You seen we had our lights on. He like, man, I was nervous. I ain't know what was going on. We on a dark street. I'm just trying to get my uncle to open the door and let y'all know that, man, I'm his nephew, that I got clothes here. I stay here from time to time. I'm supposed to be here. I'm just letting y'all know that we didn't just pull up in nobody's driveway because we seen y'all at the end of this block at this dead end. You dig what I'm saying? So they G for the story. They're like, okay, well, you're not under arrest, but we're gonna detain you. So we want to search the vehicle. We want to make sure everything's everything because y'all came around that corner pretty swift. So I'm like, oh my God. Now they want to search the vehicle, man. So they take everybody's name. You got your ID. You got to have that ID. Here we go. Step out the vehicle. They got all my homeboys out the vehicle. Now they put everybody in handcuffs. Once they ran everybody's name, they seen I didn't have I'm the youngest out here. No charges ever. They let me sit on the curb with no handcuffs. They let me sit on the curb with no handcuffs. Now, before now this is the crazy part. Before we got out the vehicle, as little man running to the door, swallowing the dope, and now he turned around having his dialogue with the cops. We still in the vehicle. One of my homeboys in the back gonna say, "Little Red Dog, man, I got this weed on me, blood. I got this weed on me, man. Little Red Dog, you ain't never been in trouble, man. Go on, tell him this your weed. Go on, tell him this your weed, and I'm gonna come bond you out." In my head, in my head, in my head, I didn't even say nothing to him. I didn't even say nothing to him. But in my head, I'm thinking, never. In my head, I'm thinking, never. Me take a weed case for nothing? Man, never. In my head, I'm like, man, this dude got that's what my silence and my lack of response said to him. That's what I pray that he felt when he said that stupid crap that he said to me. Little Red Dog not taking no weed case for nobody. I didn't tell you to bring that weed with you. You gonna have to eat that, buddy. And he was back there serious as a heart attack. Little Red Dog, man, go on, I'm gonna come bond you out. I'm gonna come bond. Never. You crazy? You about as crazy as two left shoes if you think Little Red Dog is to take a weed case for one of you Negroes. Man, please. He end up having to hold on to that weed getting out that car. Cause now let me let y'all know how God worked, man. This is how God worked. Now they got us out the vehicle. I'm the only one not handcuffed. They found the weed on this boy. They finds the weed on my partner. And you know what? The officer was so cool because he kept it 100 with him. He asked him, he said, hey man, before we go to looking and searching and doing all this, We want to know if you got anything on you. Is you gonna be honest about it? Now, it can go two ways. You can lie to me, and I can go and do my search. And if I find it, I'm pressing the full gas. But you can keep it real with me. You can keep it real with me. If you got something, let me know. And if it ain't, too major, we ain't tripping because we don't want to do the paperwork. So, when you hear that from a cop, you really don't know what to believe. You don't, that's a hard, And I guess this night, the homie was just feeling, he felt that it was one of them times where you could actually be honest and let him know, hey, man, I got a little dime sack in my pocket, man. I got a little dime on me. It ain't nothing. Now, it wasn't no loud. This is Reggie days. This two nice, good blunts of that Reggie. That light, tight, compressed. You know how them dimes used to look. Y'all know how them dimes used to look. And he went ahead and told him, look, man, I got a little dime in my pocket, man. I got a little dime sack in my pocket. And you know what the officer told my homeboy? He said, man, you riding around with this little crap? What's this little crap? He said, man, take it. He said, man, undo this bag. He said, I want you to pull it out and stomp it in the ground. I want you to stomp all of it. I don't want to see nothing but little shreds when you're done with it. The homie went over there, put his foot, dropped the weed out, put his foot on it, rubbed it out, stomped it out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He did the A-Town stomp on that tree. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He did the A-Town stomp on that tree because he showed him want to go to jail for no tree. And Lil Red Dog wasn't taking nobody's weed case. You can cancel Christmas if you think Lil Red Dog is to take a charge for a Negro. You can cancel. You might as well call mama now, tell her Christmas is canceled. Because me take a weed case for another Negro? Never. Huh? Now, y'all can tell me if I was right or wrong or not. It really don't matter because Lil Red Dog ain't taking no weed case for nobody. You dig what I'm saying? Now, mind you, Lil Man done already swallowed the extreme drugs, the crack, the coke, he keep them in little balls. He done swallowed that as soon as he got out the car, acting like he finna go ring the doorbell. Smoking and want to open the door. So they get through messing with us and all that. And now I'm sitting on this curve. They searching this car. I'm watching them search this car. They got all the other homies in the police car. They not being arrested. They just being detained. I'm the only one on the curb. So I'm the only one with a direct eye to everything that's going on. And I'm sitting there, stomach in bubbles. I felt like Pops when he had that burrito with the hot sauce on there. He was on the highway. And they called him and said Craig was in trouble. Man, I had the bubble guts. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like sitting on the curb watching the police search a car that they got a gun in it. And you just praying that they don't find it. Hoping and praying that they don't find it. Man, I had to boo-boo so bad, y'all. I had to boo-boo so motherfucking bad. But man, God was with us because they never even hit the latch on the hood. They never even searched the hood. And if they would have, by the battery, wrapped up in a sock, they would have found that black 357 with the black pistol grip handle. They would have found it. And nobody would have said it was theirs. Come on, church. Nobody would have said it was theirs. We all would be sitting down for that daggum gun because we was all in the car and we all had access to it. That's how they look at it. We'll make y'all go to court. And they gonna make you go to court. Oklahoma City Police Department do not play. And this was gang task. And they was like 12 deep. All their cars was lined up like they was waiting on somebody. And we just so happened to be the people that ran into them. And man, I was kicking myself in my mind. I'm kicking myself in the butt the whole time. I shouldn't have never been out with these dudes, man. I'm supposed to go to prison for a gun. I'm gonna have to call my mama and tell her I got arrested for a daggum gun they found under the hood. But Man, all praise be to the man. They never hit the latch on that hood. And they let us all go. They let us all go. And when we finally got up in that smoker's house, man, we roasted him so bad. Man, get your scary tail on, man. You seen us outside. He in there talking about, man, I didn't know what was going on, man. Man, we needed you to open the door. We just was trying to get them to know that we supposed to be here. Little man was on his bumper, but at this moment, I knew that my partner was a gangster. Little man all around, straight gangster, hustler. He with all the business because he threw everything that he swallowed. He went in there and drunk some water real quick, stuck his finger down his throat. This is my first time ever seeing some stuff like this. Over the years, me getting through my career and me jumping in the streets and me slanging the dope and all that, I learned all this stuff, But this was when I first seen a Negro swallow that dope. Yeah, it's saran wrapped up. He got it plastic bagged up, wrapped up just in case something happens. We call this just in case when you trapping and you moving, you going stone for stone with yours. And everything he swallowed, he threw it back up, took it out the plastic, and it still was good, and he still made his money off of it. Come on, man. At that moment, I knew my boy was a real trap star. I'm talking about real Jeezy the Snowman type of Negro. You dig what I'm saying? This dude is a beast. Not only was he thinking on his feet to jump out that quick to get rid of that dope, to swallow it before the police could get their hands on him, because if they would have caught him with it, he would have been going back to the penitentiary. He done been already. This big bro, he older than all of us by at least 10 years. You know what I'm saying? He done did 1 or 2 prison trips in his career. You know what I'm saying? So if they would have caught him with that, he going back to the joint. But he jumped out of that car in the time that we pulled up, parked. He instantly threw it in park, jumped out, swallowed it, knocking on the door and before the cops even knew what had hit him. They was beat before they knew what had hit him. Now, if they would have found that gun under that hood, it would have been a different story. But they did. God was with us that night. You dig what I'm saying? And the lesson I learned from this story, man, was to keep your black A at home sometime. When your mama tell you you don't need to be running them streets, young people, listen to me. When your mama tell you you don't need to be running them streets, or when your girl tell you, baby, I need you to stay at home tonight, you need to learn to listen to them, because that's God speaking to you through in form of your loved ones. You dig what I'm saying? So please, man, take my advice. If you're in the streets, young men, reevaluate your situation. The streets ain't always the last resort. They never the last resort. We just feel like that way. We just feel that way. You dig what I'm saying? So if you learn anything from this video, take a step back, think about it. You know what I'm saying? If you make a choice with a wise mind and a conscious decision, you always be better off than thinking off, than acting off impulse. Because everything that you do you gonna have to serve a consequence for it, rather it be now or rather it be later. You dig what I'm saying? But that's enough time, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Hey, man, it's your boy R2. I appreciate all the love, the support, appreciate all the likes, the comments, man. Y'all stay down, keep it 100, and stay sucker free, man. And I'm gone.